Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Yeah, another day has gone by. Got up to around 60 today. Of course, I spent most of the time laying on my back in bed trying to heal up my knee and ankle. The ankle is really pretty good, but it's moved down into my big toe, which is another injury I had. So I get 3 injured spots on my body, my big toe, my ankle, and my knee, that all had a attack of gout in this last episode. But that's my own fault for eating red meat so many days in a row. I shouldn't have done that. Of course, while I was eating it, there was no way I was going to say I shouldn't be doing this. It was just delicious. Anyway, we're looking out over there, and there used to be one grow house over there and one grow house over there. Well, look, there's none there on the left anymore. Sometime last night I heard some noise out there, looked out the window, and there was a big truck pulling the last of the motorhomes out of there, or I should say RVs. They weren't motorhomes, they were RVs. And there's still that group over there. I only see one pickup truck there on a regular basis. On the right-hand side of that group, that one camper that you're looking at there by the water tank, never see anybody near that one. But don't know what's going on over there. Don't really care. Just happy they're moved out. That means I don't have to choke on the smell of illegal marijuana growing in my country and my desert. That's right, my desert. Make sure you understand, my desert. I had to put that in there. So anyway, I had to hobble out today. I'm going to be giving Chicken Little away because it turned out to be a rooster, and I don't need 2 roosters. So I'll be giving him away to one of my neighbors. And he was right up with me today. I went into the hen house to check for eggs, and he was right there in the doorway. I just reached out and pet him and didn't bother him one bit. So he's getting tired of being chased around by Brewster, and even the other hens chase him around. So I gotta get him moved up to my neighbors, and they were gonna come and pick him up today. But I'm still on the infirm list, the infirmary. I can't be running around trying to catch a rooster in a yard full of hens. So I was chatting kind of through a text message with my neighbor, and yeah, I want to get about 6 to 8 more hens this year. And that means I've got to get my butt in gear and get this chicken coop completed, get the extension completed. So what I'll be doing is let me hobble on down here. I hope I'm not shaking too much for you guys. Oh, you know what? Let me zoom out. There we go. So anyway, what I'll be doing is extending this coop down to there. And then inside right now, I've got 3 nesting boxes against this wall, and those will all move down against that wall, and then all the way along that wall right there will all be nesting boxes coming all the way back. And then on this wall going all the way across will be a couple of roosting bars, one up high, one just a little bit lower than that. So there is a pecking level along with chickens, and they do determine who gets to sit up the highest and who sits a little lowest. But remember, just like all other birds that originally originated as wild birds, they like to sleep in trees so that they felt safe. So they sleep on a roost, and then the nesting boxes are just for laying eggs. So I'll be getting that all squared away over here soon. I think I figured I needed 5 more sheets of OSB, and I think the price is down right now. So it's going to take 1.5 for the base, 1.5 for the roof, and then 3 for this wall, and then a half one for there, and a half of one for there. Yeah, so something like that. 5 or 6, I think I figured I needed. But on this one, I did have a problem with rodents tunneling underneath this one. They can't get into the coop, but they were tunneling under this one and going into the run at night and eating my feeds. With the dogs around right now, they don't do that because they have a long run across open field before they get to the chicken house, and the dogs always see them before they do that. But what I will do is underneath this floor, I'll be doing my desert crete like I did in my greenhouse. I'll mix plastic cement with with desert soil and spread it in there about 1.5 inches thick, wet it down, and then tamp it with a tamper, make it solid. So it's like a slab of concrete, and they can't dig in from underneath and get into it. And that should take care of that. All of this stuff that's on this wall will also be able to come off and be used on that wall. Well, that piece of OSB at the bottom will probably end up there. And then all of the wood, well, who knows what I can do with that. I could use some pieces to finish off the slope at the top and get this whole thing closed in and get that wall opened up, and then I'll have room for the new hens. And I have a lot of projects that need to get done. Money is the big issue right now with the economy and inflation the way it is. And of course, you know, my friend Don contacted me yesterday. He said he's got a 40-foot container over there with some really big pallets in it with some 8x8s by 40 feet long, and wanted to know if I was interested. Well, I am interested, but I can't figure out how I could transport those up here, because those would make some hellacious porch beams for the top of my big wraparound porch out here. Maybe if I take measurements of the sizes I need, I'll go down there and cut them up in his yard and then load them on my trailer and get them up here. Of course, I might have to wait for my friend Andy to come up to do that. Well, I don't know if that'd work. Somehow I'd have to have somebody following behind me as a flag truck if I have them sticking out more than 3 feet off the back of the trailer. So who knows? We'll see what I can do. And I want to get that garden extension done. I don't know if that's going to get done this year or not. It all depends on how things go with the economy. Well, thanks for joining me, everybody. Don't forget, this year, subscription's absolutely free. Click on subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. You're in like Flynn. Who is Flynn anyway? And don't forget your thumbs up down there. This is G Bear signing off.